do shit. I thought that was the fucking definition of vetting, asking questions and shit. So I mean, because if I'm gonna use the fucking word, that's why I'm saying it. So I ain't got to say all that other shit. I thought that was just one
Street
word to
ball.
break down shit, just like that new word running around, kerfuffle. You know what I'm saying right now? That's the new
What
YouTube word. But
Kerfuffle.
the fuck
yeah,
that is?
kerfuffle.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also that's basically it, man. You know what I'm saying? Communication for sure is key, man. Communication is key with your family, your kids, with everything. You know what I'm saying? Communication is fucking key. When you start to lose communication, that's when shit starts to go a little bit different, man. It starts to go left. You want everything to kind of continue right if possible. So, you know, you want to keep that communication is key.
Sir Hectic, it's on you, sir.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I really can't bring much more to the plate than the gentleman that's been on the platform and actually been speaking. In particular, like, you know, everyone that's come before me, everyone's had a real good like position, and I'm really proud of that. It gives me some hope. Do you get what I mean? Like, most of the time I wake up in the morning and I'm like, are niggas or am I just a nigga? Am I gonna sort of like put myself in a place where I can't really relate to everybody that's in my community because everyone wants to speak about community? At the same time, we have a demonstration. The demonstration was right before you. Go onto the time span, look 2 minutes before, and listen to the people that were actually talking. They were actually talking some real sense. It don't need to come from me. You know, and shout out to Smitty, man. Smitty, I guess, you know, I'm kind of odd, so I do some generational shit. Like in terms of like, we got Doctor Who over here. I'm kind of like a what would you say? I'm a sucker for sort of like comics, animation, and things that might not be or possible.
Stay
Star
on
Wars.
topic, Simon.
Alright, I'm sorry. In short,
I thought he was
find the
going to say
lady.
YouTube chicks.
That as well. I love YouTube chicks. I love them because why they here if they're not here, right? But you got to figure them out. I mean, I've been through a couple of them. I've given them money and all sorts, but I'm just saying, like, there's some of them that are not like that. But just I would say be good to yourself and stay on top of it. Right, Smitty?
All right, that's
Bruh
it.
said stay on topic. Huh?
All right, my turn. I'll take this time out. All right, so look. Okay, I keep seeing all this vet stuff in the comments. Look, let me just piggyback what Riggs said. Riggs is definitely right on that vetting bullshit or whatever. To me, it's like overrated. But vetting is a part of like, you know, the conversations is a part of vetting. You know what I mean? But even if you think that you probably vet and you found the right person, dude, you never know when that person might start to switch up on you. I bet you when Will found Jada, he thought she was a good woman. For sure, he probably thought he probably vetted her. Hold on, I'm
M3,
still
no,
talking.
no.
Hold on.
Yeah, wow, come on.
What's the mute button? Hold on, Simon. You know, so again, and years later, along with social media, you know, I'm for sure like, you know, that all that vetting shit didn't really do nothing to his marriage. The point being is that, look, you know, if you want to get shit done, you have to not only communicate, but you also have to set those boundaries. And I don't think in that particular video, dude didn't really set no boundaries between him and his girl. And it sounded like they just had really poor communication, point blank, period. Or he probably didn't really communicate with her effectively, but probably passively. this is where like the lack of respect that we get from our women, because especially in this society in America now these days, like I feel like men are just so afraid to say no or to like set their precedent. I feel like if we have a personal opinion, we're always gonna get flagged down from it. And a lot of people, right, don't really just let their nuts hang and just tell them like, look, man, you know, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna do. And then if that doesn't work for you, now what are you gonna do?
Now,
we need to have those in-depth conversations like that.
Now,
hey, hold on, real quick. M3.
Three.
Let me ask you this honest to God question, brother.
Hold on, everybody. I'm next after M3.
All right. Let me ask this honest to God question, y'all.
I got this. Smitty.
Now, hold on. I got you.
I know.
A woman, and we're gonna get the soap then. Whatever you gotta say, Alan, you right after that. I got you, Brody. A woman who is of a certain caliber, of a certain level, certain, let's say like that 8 and up. Look, I'm just asking.
Okay.
You know, I get it. You know, we talk, we speak a certain way.
Absolutely.
Online, I'm definitely online a man of dominance and off. So I get it, right? Like I totally get it. But one thing that I do know is that when it comes to at least like your woman, I would say a much better approach is to like kind of turn some of that shit off for her. Fall back on the whole being so extra shit. You see what I'm saying? Now you still make your presence known. You still definitely like you put your foot down. You make sure that you do always exude that leadership and protective aspect of you, right? You always make sure of that. But do you really think a woman of a certain caliber, a certain level, is going to go for just it's my way or the highway? Honestly, fellas. All right. M3 response, Soap, then Alan.
But see, people are missing the point. See, you don't have to even approach in that type of manner. I'm just saying it's through your actions. Okay, you can even say it as calmly as possible, and you could still talk to your spouse or your main woman and ask her how she feel. But somewhere down the line, there has to be a boundary where it's like, okay, once you set that communication, it is set in stone. So if I break the communication, if I cross that boundary, then that's all on me. Then I have to suck it up and take the responsibility for me breaking that communication barrier. But if I'm already let it be set in stone and we already had that conversation and it's set, and let's say she's breaking that type of boundary, then we got a problem. And then that's all on her. The point I'm just saying is that a lot of times the reason why you see videos like this is because men initially, not saying all, but men like that initially get scared to have these type of communication with their wife, and what they do, they passively and slowly allow certain things to kind of slide and let it build up. You know, it looked to me in that video, it was a conversation where she was blindsided. I'm just going to be honest with you, you know, and to me, like, you know, you could kind of tell dude just kind of came at her with some like feminine type of passive, like, oh, hey, dear, like, you know, can I just, you know, I know you take care of the kids, you're doing all these things, but I'm going to need your help to take care of. No, man, it's just that dude looked like, I'm going to put it like this, dude was a bitch, okay? And as you can see, when he was posting that on social media and uploading it, that already told me about his character. So I'm gonna fall back.
All right. So get in there real quick after you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to the sister, man. Let her get her piece in after you. So Tika, you up next, then we're gonna get to you, Alan.
No, Tika could go now. Tika go now. I'll go after Tika.
All
But I'm
right,
gonna
yeah,
give
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give a
Yeah,
quick
go
shout
ahead,
out real
sis.
quick.
What you got for us? What you got?
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to We On Lock real quick. Foxy Moon and also Don Harden. We see you in the building. Know what I mean? Go ahead, Tika. My bad.
Firstly, I just want to say that with this approach that you guys are having, it's gonna be a lot of lonely guys out here in 2024 and beyond. It's just y'all gonna be lonely, dry. No cuddling, no action, nothing. You know, I don't know what is happening, but the term "talk to me nice." We're not letting our balls hang. Like, I mean, what's happening? Like, we're not being disrespected. You can ask us, like, I kind of it was agreeing with you guys, and then this, talked about this, and it's like, whoa, what is happening? Like, we're not telling them, and that's what's gonna happen. Like, so back to Cindy's question, like, communication is very effective. Like, and when you communicate, if it's not respectful, it's not effective. All right, you're not gonna come in a house and be like, oh, and by the way, you gonna take care of my fucking grandmother? No. You're gonna bring that down some. All right. Hi, how are you doing first? Grandma's good. She's eating some oatmeal or something. But you're not gonna come in here disrespecting me. It's not effective. Like, so we're not doing that. That's why I said there's gonna be a lot of lonely guys out here if we think that's gonna work. It's not. And then, like, as far as like upbringing, it's important to an extent. I'm not gonna say that based on like how you were raised, like you can't, become better if you were raised not so good, right? Or if you didn't have morals or values, you could have actually done so bad that you want to do good now. So sometimes that matters, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I just really wanted to say, like, it's gonna be a lot of lonely brothers out here. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all ain't gonna get no cuddling, no cutty, no nothing. No. I don't know why the guy Alan's making that face, but yo, shout out to you, Alan, for your grandmother. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Happy birthday to her. But that's it. I don't really have nothing to say. I think that this conversation is just like the booty washing conversation. Like, we shouldn't really have to have it because we're grown. But yeah, that's all I have.
All right.
Needs to be had.
She said it, Charles. She said it. So Alan, what you got? You wanted to say something, Brody. Let's go ahead and then Slab, we're gonna get to you.
Hold on, Smitty. Hold on. I'm supposed to go after. What was the question at hand, Smitty, that you originally asked?
Basically, how important is communication and home training when it comes to initiating a relationship? How important are those two key aspects?
They're very important. You got to know how you want to live, and you got to know how to live. And I think, of course, your upbringing is going to take a precedence. You know what I mean? When you're living with someone, so you're living with someone, how you were brought up, things that you learn, things that you like to do, right, is going to partake in what you bring into a household with a woman. So if you're used to doing certain things in a household, or you was raised to do certain things, or you were taught to do certain things, of course you're gonna bring it into the household with your woman or your set partner, right? So that's key. But then also, when it comes to communication, or I would say vetting, that's also important too, because now you kind of, you got to actually understand, like, who's this person, who are they, you know what I'm saying? And you actually kind of got to know if your lifestyles match. If I'm into, health and fitness, and I'm into, reading, and I'm into traveling, and you're not into none of those things, and it's going to be a conflict, where we button heads because I want to go work out, and then you want to, you want to go eat fast food, then it's like, we're going to have an issue, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now we bumping heads because our lifestyles don't match. So your lifestyle matching is definitely key. We Unlock, I see you too, man. Shout out to you as well. You know what I mean? So if our lifestyles don't match, then we're going to have conflict. You know what I mean? And that's just really the key of it. You know what I mean? So, and you got to just respect each other, man. Adults respect adults, you know what I mean? And I understand that, we live in a society where the women, you know what I'm saying, just along with the men, you know what I mean? We both have a say in the relationship. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not gonna have nobody tell me what to do, and I'm not trying to tell nobody else what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grown people. You know what I mean? That's where we communicate at. Okay, you want to do this? Well, I want to do that. Well, how can we find a middle ground? You know what I'm saying? There's been times where I wanted to go eat something, you know what I mean? And then my lady want to eat something different. And then we go to my spot, and then we go to her spot, and then we go to where we got to go after that. Like, it ain't really a big deal. Like, people make things a big deal because of pride and ego, and because they, you know, they're insecure. That's just really what it is. That's it.
All right.
It's Alan. It's Alan's turn.
Slab, what you got? It's on you.
Just to kind of be like really kind of quick and brief with it. It's these conversations. They cool. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people have them. And you know, we get a lot of different perspectives and shit on it. But I really think the more bigger issue than all of that type of shit with the vetting and all that is, let's say we do all that. Okay, we like I can't really see your name, man, but the guy that's right next to you, Smitty. Like he says, you know, with the whole, you know,
Barney.
What is it?
That's Barney.
Barney.
Like, I love you, you love me.
Yeah, Barney. I know you talking about.
But yeah, pause. Anyway.
And you just fucked me up with that pause shit. But god damn it. But yeah, like I was like he said, you know, to get the butterflies and all that type of shit. And hell yeah, I would want that, you know what I'm saying, year after year. And the thing that I think that we should really kind of speak on is everything can be cool, man. Everything can be great, but nothing is promised, man. Like, you can have a marriage that's 15, 20 years strong, and one of y'all can just be like, you know what, I ain't in it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is forever. You know what I'm saying? And I think like that's more the bigger picture. That's the more real narrative. Like, we can put all this shit out there, and then people think, oh man, I did everything right, and shit still didn't go right. And that's because it ain't promised, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Slab, is that
What's that new age shit?
is that the majority truly of what is taking place right now as we speak out there in the world of marriage land as a majority? Or is that in which you speak of basically what is highlighted the most and what gets the most recognition, you know, because it's juicy and messy and, you know, niggas love some good gossip. So which would you say when it comes to what you describe?
I don't get it from no type of graph, no type of none of that. I just get it from just real life. People I know, family members, shit I done been through. You know, you can do all kind of things, man. Things start off really well, and you know, just sometimes people may not be in it. Sometimes somebody can come along and sweep them off their feet or something. I mean, there's so many different scenarios. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I just think those are like more of a stronger conversation than on trying to get somebody, because to be honest, man, we can lightweight get somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, in all kind of ways. If you paying, if you know, you can get somebody, but if you want real, you know, real deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say love, but you know, real deal companionship and all that type of stuff, man. It's work every day, man. A relationship is work every fucking day. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay. Nah, respect to that. Does anybody else have anything on that before I ask this next question here? Okay, let's go ahead and rock out. All right, Barney, we're going to start with you. So, curious on this part. Can an in-law, like, let's say it's not grandma, can an in-law come move in? Brother or sister, you know, needs to get themselves together. going through a hard time, messy divorce. They're gonna come stay with us for a bit. Can an in-law come move in?
You mean I
It
mean,
has nothing to do with health.
sorry to let you down, Smitty. There's no steadfast rules on all of this stuff. And like I said before, I'll just reiterate on that video. You don't know what that woman's doing. I don't like simping for women. I do not. But that dude could be worthless. Like I said before, I'll say it again.
You're doing beautiful tonight, sir. Keep up the good work.
He's blasting all this stuff out. She could be bending over backwards doing all the work. What's the in-law going to do? Is he a drunk? Why does he need a place to stay? Did he just murder 10 people? Is he on the run? Does he have drugs? Is he hiding guns? Is she a prostitute? Is she going to be tricking it off and bringing John to the house? The answer is no. There's no. Sorry to let you down. It's not a black or white question, Smitty. It's gray. And what's the relationship like? What is the relationship like? If my wife, lol, is on good standing with Barnabas, then I would be willing to do more things for her and for her side of the family. If my significant other is in the doghouse, figuratively, so to speak, then I would be less apt to bring in her no good brother, her trifling ass sister, or any kind of the sort, or maybe her nephews and nieces. I mean, I don't want any of that stuff in the house, but I might pull like a Bernie Mac. I might pull a Bernie Mac and bring in like a nephew and a niece.
Do you run your house, Barney?
I live by myself, so I mean, hello, what's up?
So what I'm saying is like, so you don't mind being married to a woman that basically is like, she like, my brother and her daughter. So her the uncle and niece is about to move in. You don't mind?
If I love her, if she's a good woman, I wouldn't like it, but I'd be willing to do things for a woman.
Do you think that would have an effect on you all's overall routine and function around the house?
Hell yeah, having people move in. That's no good. But like I said, if I love her, if she's a good woman, if a woman gets you on the hook and showers you with love, affection, and praise, I'll damn near turn the world backwards for her. You know what I'm saying? And so would you. But if she's going to be up here embarrassing me in public, causing me trouble, spending all the money on frivolous ass shit, then the answer is no. That's what's up.
Okay. Cool beans. Thank you, Barney. Brother Allen, what you got? Okay, I see we got Cyrex in the building. Salute to you. Okay, now. Rock out, Allen.
No. Real talk, I suggest any man in the 21st century, you know what I'm saying? Listen, look, man, we all need our own places. Any man, we need our own places to make our own rules. And that's something that's not been happening en masse for men for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? I hate to hear a brother that's, you know what I'm saying, being under a roof of a woman. Like, her name is on everything, and you know what I'm saying, his name is on nothing. He has no control in those situations. In today's society, where we have this overwhelming feminist movement that has adjusted men to a very low level to where, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, we are basically bottom of the barrel. But the thing of it is, you know what I'm saying, what the brother said, like, it's no way that you could be a man without having your own. And I suggest every man do so. And everybody wants to sit around here like it's control. this and that. But yes, it is though. It is though. You as a man need to have control of your life before you allow other people in it. And it makes the best thing for your life. Because we as men, we all know. Let's just keep this real. We as men, we all know. We mean the best by society. If that wasn't the case, society would not be built the way it is. Think about it. Men, we build the structures, we do things, we do everything that needs to be done to provide for the women and children on this planet. We do everything that needs to be done to provide for the women and children on this planet. If we were selfish as men, if we were truly selfish and greedy, overwhelmingly as men, the women and children will be obsolete. If we were truly selfish beings as men, because we can do so. We can be that way. But low key, we don't want to do that innately. Because we want our children. We want the women to, you know what I'm saying? We want women in our lives. We want families. We want stability. You know, that's just a man's nature. Society wouldn't exist the way that it is nowadays if men en masse did not want stability. Think about how it is from thousands of years. Communities, society, the Romans, Greeks, all that type of stuff, the Egyptians. If men did not want stability, society would not exist. We would still be barbarians leaking out of caves, killing mastodons to feed everybody, things like that. If men had not civilized the world, nobody would be civilized. Nobody. Other men wouldn't be civilized. Women and children wouldn't be. We wouldn't have an educational system. None of that. But we've come to a point to where that's being underappreciated. All these thousands of years. Now that it's unappreciated, and a lot of women feel like that, you know, we are less than because they can go to college and have some college tell them that, you know, sign on the dotted line and, you know, you're smart because this degree tells you so, which is, you know, this piece of paper, which the men cut down the trees in order to provide that piece of paper in order for that woman to feel like, you know, I'm smart because, you know, that piece of paper said so. You know, it's a complicated situation. But low key, these are trials and tribulations that as men we're making for ourselves because we're being too agreeant. We're being too compliant to, you know, a woman's needs or lust. However you want to put it.
Respects to that, and I thank you very much, Brother Allen. Brother Slab, it's on you. Salute to Queen in the building. Okay, we see you, sis. You up next.
Hey,
Rock
salute,
out.
Queen. You know, like I said, man, these conversations they can go so many different ways, man. Everybody's life is different. Everybody was brought up different. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I can kind of say is there's somebody out there for everybody, man. Whatever your view is, whatever your get down is, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there for you. It may not be the person you really, really want, but I mean, hey, that's they gonna be with your get down. and I give that to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Problem, though, Big. That's the problem, though, Big.
I mean, but that's real life. That's real life, though. You know what I'm saying?
As men and as a man, you know that too. You know that too.
I know what
women don't understand it. You got a lot of average women out here work at McDonald's or work at Walmart or anything like that. And you know what I'm saying? They looking at this shit on the internet just like we all are.
No, I understand that. But see, at the same time, though, man, it's the crowds and the people you be around and the situations you be around. Like, I feel everything you saying, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just how you say there ain't no women that'll go for certain situations. I know some badass women that is fine and got stupid loot, and they, I don't want to use the word submit, but they be all for what they man, you know what I'm saying, is trying to do and uplift and shit. Like, there is women out there like that. I can't put that stereotype on all of them when I know a few that, you know, is down like that. And that's why I don't put a stamp on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's say it, because I'm an ex-pimp. Like, real talk. I'm talking about before, you know what I'm saying, doing the back page days. I posted ads for bitches and shit.
I know a lot of pimps. I know niggas pimping now, man. I'm from the Bay Area, man. I know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? It is what the fuck it is, man.
It is what it is, man. But like I say though, I don't push a hard narrative, man. Like, I don't push a line. You feel me? Like, everybody gonna kind of do what they want to do, man. There's different strokes for different folks, and I can always just say, man, it's the positions you put yourself in, man. You being, you know, an ex-pimp or whatnot, you know what it is. You was in that street life, bro. So you was around that type of shit. But now there's motherfuckers that don't be around that type of shit. They be around some different type of hutches and shit. You know what I'm saying? That be about some other things. You know what I mean? So like, there's all different kind of dynamics of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't just put a hard stamp on one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just kind of shoot it out there. Like, you know, there's somebody out there for everybody, man. But there's no way I could just tell somebody, hey, man, don't do this or don't do that because your turnout's going to be like this or whoopty whoop. You know what I mean? I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? Because life is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Well, this person may go through, yeah, this other person can go through it, but they may go through it in a whole different way because it's just their personality and everything. So I just kind of leave it all open like that. And that's the thing with these YouTube thing is like, when we have these discussions, you know what I'm saying? It kind of gets a little fucked up because kind of like what the lady said earlier today, like, we older, you know what I'm saying? We grown, we kind of know these things, man. So when we get to talking this shit, it almost seems like, you know, people are just using great talking points that they may have heard from somebody else or on another fucking panel or something. And now they trying to come with that same spiel and get they shine. You feel me? Like, and that's why I don't really like talking too much. That's why I kind of like how Barney kind of get down, because he say what he say and he get the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just more straight, you know, straightforward into the, you know what I'm saying, to the mission, man, and not just kind of like, I'm kind of doing it now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cut the shit. You feel me? But y'all know what it is, man.
Hey, respect. So, hey, let's let the sisters have their time. All right, let's let the ladies get their piece in. So, look, this is what we're going to do. Just kind of mess it up. All right, so look, salute the queen in the building. I see you. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Cyrax, we're going to go to Tika, then Queen. We're going to do it in that order, all right? Cyrax, Tika, then Queen. Rock out. You got the flow.
Hi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
Oh. Okay. When I got with my husband, my mother-in-law moved in with us because she had cancer. My husband didn't really want her to move in with us, but then I told him that no, family is everything to me. So it's important that your mom lives with us because, you know, I wouldn't feel right if she lived on her own. And then a couple years later, his cousin moved in with us because he fell on hard times. And then my sister fell on hard times, so she's living with us. So, yeah, I'm all for like helping family, whether it's from his side or my side. And so I'll stop here.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate that perspective. Tika, it's on you. Go ahead, rock out, sis.
As far as a family coming over, I would honestly leave that up to like whoever that family, like as far as like the husband or wife, that's their actual family. Because we kind of know how like our families roll. You know what I mean? Like if y'all about to be in here stealing, all right, trying to put stuff in your pockets and stuff like that, you know.
Hold on. What we stealing?
What we stealing from people's houses?
No,
I mean, you
no.
name it. I don't care if it's a toenail clipper. It ain't yours. You know what I mean? Like if it ain't yours, it ain't yours.
It's always a thug atmosphere when she could come out, man. It's always
Oh
that.
my goodness. I'm just saying, like, if somebody allows you to come in their space, stop trying to put your fingers where your fingers don't belong. All right, you can't just be coming in here stealing. So, like I said, I will kind of like leave that up to like whoever family, like if that's their actual family, so they can speak on it and make that decision. Because if they doing that, they gotta go. I don't care. 3 o'clock in the morning, I find you steal my nail clipper, you got to go.
Tika, whatever city or country you live in, please let me know so I never go there. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. But that's really all I have. But I also wanted to say something for Big Rig Slaps, because he was speaking on women that have their own that will be submissive, and I agree with that because that's how I am. So we do exist. All right. So there you go. There's proof.
Yeah. No. Okay. I need. Or wait. When is my turn, Smitty?
Your turn is after Queen. Okay, you can tap because the floor will be open after Queen. We got to let her get in too.
No, he's after me, actually.
She just talked, I thought. Oh, no, there's 2 queens? There's too many queens up in there. Okay,
No.
got it.
My bad. No. So you always be on you ain't got shit to say, chewing. But all right. Okay, cool. You after Queen and Soap. You after Soap.
No, I didn't hear what was the question?
Okay, so the question, well, do you want to respond to the original topic or do you want to respond to the question? Because you know, I'll go ahead and give you that because you just coming in.
You can give me the question. It's fine.
All right, cool. So the question is, how important is communication and home training when it comes to initiating a relationship?
That's on the top of the list. If you ain't got communication, you don't have nothing. I think that's why so many relationships fail, because people have uncommunicated expectations, and then when a person fails them, that's when the problems hit. If you don't communicate what you need, I'm not a psychic. If I was, I'm in the wrong field. I should be making a lot more money. But I can't read your mind and figure out what you want. I mean, there are things I know that you like, but if you don't communicate what you need, you know, I think it's a problem. But were you guys also talking about family, living with family? I think that's what they were talking about.
Yes, that's what I was saying about the original. Yeah. So how do you feel about, your husband comes to you, he has a phone in your face. All right, I'm just going with the scenario we got. He has a phone in your face and he's like, hey, grandma's going to move in. Queen says what?
When's she coming?
There we go.
That's how.
Okay, now.
That's how.
Queen, you golden Queen. God damn it.
But that's how I grew up. My mom's parents, well, yeah, they were older, and as a little kid, my mom worked during the day, my dad worked at night. I have 5 siblings, and the grandparents couldn't take care of themselves, so the other siblings, like, who's taking them? My father was like, they're coming to live with us. My father told my mother that. And he
ain't no fucking debate.
And he cooked for them. I helped comb my grandmother's hair. I read to her and my grandfather. He took care of them. He fed them. He bathed them, and and they passed away under their care in my house. So That's not a question. Like when we become one, that means your family's my family, and your sister, your brothers, those are my siblings.
That's
Whether
how
I
it's
like them or
supposed to
not,
be.
they're still my siblings.
That's
And
how it's supposed to be.
so
But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When we get into this 21st century way of living in life, and as we all know, you know what I'm saying, the family dynamic, especially amongst people of color, like we are, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, family, period, in America is on the decline. Whether it be white, black, Indian, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Family in America is on the decline. And that's our problem. We don't have a strong structure over here in America. Now, that's the reason why billions of dollars are being sent overseas to defend people, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, to be honest with you, yeah, I feel for their plight. But we have a situation over here in America of our own. You know what I'm saying? We're allowing people, you know, to come up from certain borders, things like that, you know what I'm saying, we don't have enough jobs to provide for our own children over here. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
So
Respect.
what are it's about what are you gonna do to make that, to change that? Like, you can talk about it, but if you're not doing anything to change it, then you're just
I mean, collectively,
empty wind.
Let's vote outside the box, but I'm not trying to get too deep off into politics, but because everybody need to, you know, figure out things for themselves on that aspect. But you know, it's just crazy to me that, you know what I'm saying, we're living in the time to where we are solid citizens of this country. We all are. Everybody on the screen. Everybody. And it's like, what are we going to do to keep ourselves? You know, and I'm sorry, but you know, yeah, it's a selfish part of it that comes into play. What are we going to do to keep ourselves, you know, protected and masked? But you know, that's a whole nother subject. Sorry, I didn't mean to dive off in that.
You build your community.
Sorry, I didn't mean to dive off in that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you focus on
You
family.
can get it
and
off
you
over here. You can get it off over here, brother Alvin. Get that shit off your chest. Barney, what did you have to say real quick? I know you wanted to hop in, bro. I remember.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I forget what it was,
Hold
but
on,
Queen.
hold on, y'all, hold on. So listen, I think at the end of the day, you know what I mean? As Riggs was saying, you gotta find what works for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what it is. You find what works for you, you find what, you know what I mean, who you want to be with and how compatible y'all are. And you go from there. You know what I'm saying? But all of the you know, trying to make it more complicated than what it is. I mean, these conversations, you know, it's not, we try to make things more complex than what they really are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you find someone that, you know, is gonna rock with what you rocking with. And if they don't, then you keep it pushing. It's not really that hard, man. It's really simple. You know what I mean? Ain't got to be all this, you know, just thinking too hard or overthinking, or you know, what if this person, if somebody don't want to be on the type of vibe you want to be on, if your lifestyles don't match, then you got to move on. Because at the end of the day, it'll be better for you and better for them. But if it does match, or you can kind of come to a common ground, or you know, you're able to be considerate of each other and actually work through things, then of course that's perfect, right? That's a good thing. But you ain't gonna never have a perfect situation no matter what you do. All situations you're gonna have to have some compromise or some communication
So,
whatever else.
is it
So we just gotta
easier
have an
to
understanding of that.
stay or go? Is it easier to stay or go? So, I'm talking about
It depends
long
on the
term. I ain't
situation.
talking. I ain't talking about you been dating. I'm talking about possibly y'all got shit over each other houses and or live together with a child. Is it
It
easier to
depends.
stay or go?
Depends on the situation. It all depends on the situation. Some situations, yes, you can. It's not hard to get out of, or the person's already checked out already, so them leaving ain't even hard because they've been checked out. Well, hey, so they already left, already mentally or emotionally or even spiritually. So them leaving physically is not even hard because they already left. They've been checked out. But if they're invested or if there's kids involved, right? Now the whole dynamic changes. So that's really what changes dynamics is really the kids, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So if you got kids involved, now there's an investment, or you own property or something like that, or you have different things that you have owned or you're doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like now, somebody got to mute up if they got something in the background. All those things make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it all depends on your situation. But if you already like I said, if you already clocked out already, you know what I mean, internally, then you leave it ain't hard. But if you haven't and you invested, and your emotions are invested in the kids and in the homes or in the businesses or whatever you got going, then yeah, it's gonna be kind of difficult for you to leave.
All right. So, anybody else? Is it easier to leave or stay?
You gotta go to midlife. You gotta go to midlife. Midlife is next after me, dog.
Go. Rock out.
Yeah, I forget what I wanted to say. I just know I was triggered by Queen Tika.
Why were you triggered? Go ahead. Rock out.
She's up here.
She was saying it's going to be what?
Nah, she's saying all this slick kind of stuff about men. She's trying to speak up a little bit. I hear her. She's not cammed up, so she must be hiding or something. But I hear all this slick shit you're saying about men. I'm not impressed with it. I don't know, who hurt you? I guess I should ask before you ask me. I don't know what the problem is. You want to like puff up your feathers a bit. Okay, you got my attention. So you're on the watch list. So you better watch it. That's it. Thank you.
Tika, you got a response?
No, not
ain't got
at
nothing
all.
to say.
Like, I felt like that was like really ridiculous. But I am gonna say that. Guess what? I'm not single, so I must be doing something right. Have fun tonight, though.
Listen, you might as well be single, because if I was your man, I wouldn't let you on these shows, right? What are you doing up here? Go make your man a sandwich. Prove it. That's it. All right, I'm good. We can end it there, Smitty. What's the next question?
Now that hold on, because I'm sorry, brothers, but one thing that we need, in today's society, man, like seriously, in order to understand and to keep trying to figure out things, we need these women to talk. We need women to talk. And we need certain women that can reach outside the sisterhood to, say what they need to say and things like that, in order for us to figure out certain things. Now, I'm going to tell you, because shit is different. It's different than what it used to be 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's way different. We're different as men. Women are different as women than it was all those years ago. And we know this now. You know what I'm saying? All y'all men, y'all know this. Well, if you're old enough, like seriously, y'all know this. And we need to understand some things. We need that information. My question is to the ladies. Ladies, what is your problem with actually being in compliance of really what your soul wants? Not the outside extremities, the you know what I'm saying, that other women tell you and this and that and woo to woo and y'all got all this empowerment and this and that. You know, you can go to college and get all these degrees that, you know, somebody sign a piece of paper and say that you're smart and this and that. You know, what is it? What is it? Because I mean, that makes no sense. Because men know this. Men have known this through eons. We go to these colleges and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And get these degrees. We know that we sign off on these degrees for each other. That's what happened back in the day. We signed off on these degrees for each other. It was a network. And you know what I'm saying? That's how hierarchies got, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, brother Allen, are you saying that most of us didn't deserve what we got?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. It was a lot of work got put in for those degrees. But the thing of it is that though the educational system is based off a certain level. You could be an intelligent human being. I mean, to be honest with you, Warren Buffett only had a 7th grade degree. He didn't graduate high school. He didn't graduate college. Warren Buffett.
You mean 7th grade education? Yeah, got you. My bad. Okay, right. Okay. I got you.
I call
Smitty, come on, man.
Smitty, come
on. Look, words matter. Okay, words matter. All right, Smitty. Rock out, Alan.
Smitty, that's true, brother. I can't deny that. But you know what I meant, though. Warren Buffett did not even graduate middle school, because 7th grade is middle school. He barely graduated middle school, and the richest people on the planet don't graduate these super colleges. They don't go to Oxford in England, and they don't do all this and woo-to-woo. The richest people on the planet have networks. They communicate with other people that put them in the regions to where they can actually gain the knowledge and gain the resources. Low key,
so Alan,
we've all been fooled to think that college is.
You got it next, Cyrax. Go ahead. What you got?
Yeah.
No, I was just going to ask Alan. You know, I was just going to ask him. Are you saying that you don't want us to go to be educated?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Because I push my daughter to get educated. I'm paying for her college right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I do that. But, you know, because I know what day and time we live in. You know, it's different. But, you know, yeah.
So are you saying that the more educated we are, the more like out of order we are? Is that what you're saying?
To a degree. Because, you know, to be honest with you, the mass education is orchestrated, is structured. We're not learning what we need to learn as human beings on this planet. We're not. Why do you think they're taking certain things out? Listen, let me ask you a question. All y'all a question. How many of y'all remember growing up in school and learning photosynthesis? What does that mean? Photosynthesis.
I do. Yeah, when the plants pull towards the sunlight, it's the growth of the plants basically in a flaming form.
How many of you all have learned how to grow plants in school? We used to be taught that. Just like we used to be taught cursive writing. We used to be taught a lot of things. Nowadays, what are these children being taught in school? They definitely not being taught how to grow food for themselves. though that is a vital thing. That's a vital tool in life to learn how to grow food for yourself.
But do you not think that corporations don't look at that as that will be, listen, like you got to remember how business works too, Alan. Like I get what you're saying. No, just hear me real quick. Hear me real quick. Hear me. I get what you're saying, but that really does, although a lot of us feel that way, that's not how corporations and businesses are ran. It's a reason why a lot of stuff don't have seeds in it now.
Right.
All the way down to the weed. It's a reason, bruh. So, I mean, you got to understand how these certain things are designed. So all I'm saying is before I start getting my emotions personally all wrapped up in what big bad pharmaceutical and drug administration is doing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, more so focus on what are my capabilities and what I can get done. We all know that that's the case. What can I do? Like what?
Sorry.
Go ahead, rock out, sis. What you got?
There are schools who still have that. They took it out of our community. They took cooking out of our community. They took those things out of our community. Why you think there's community gardens that are in certain communities, but they're not run by the people who live in those communities? They don't give you the opportunity to do those things. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit and complain about it? Are you going to make a difference? Are you going to be different? What are you doing to change it? That's the unfortunate thing. And unfortunately, sometimes just being the color that you are, if you don't have that piece of paper, you're not valued or you're not looked at as qualified. So it's not so much as just the educational field is this or that. It's for both men and women. I know plenty of people who are not legal in this country, and they are foremen, directors with no degrees. But when the job came out, the person who looked like me had to hand transcripts, who had to hand a diploma. If I have a degree, why do I have to prove? Now I have to prove it to you. I can't just put it on my resume. I have to send you official transcripts. They want to see official transcripts now for jobs. When did they need that before? When did they need that before? It's like I'm applying for grad school or something. I literally have to come with official transcripts, a degree, the date I graduated, a copy of my degree, let alone my experience and my resume. So it's not that simple. It's not that simple. It's not that black and white anymore, So, and even with those degrees, you still don't get treated the same.
Right.
So what are you going to do? What am I doing? What am I doing to make it different? I'm not going to sit around and complain. I'm going to just build my community and I'm going to make a difference. So teach myself
how to grow. I'm trying to figure out, why do we keep acting like degrees are the be all end all to success and shit when it's really not, degrees are only needed for a certain amount of career field. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can get into and retire. I'm talking about with pension, 401k and all. And you did not need no college degree to get into that field.
But that's fine. But that's not a person's dream. Don't knock it because
it's not, that.
So my dream has always been to be a social worker. I have my own nonprofit and I'm a social worker. But now
you need a degree for that. Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
In order to elevate myself, I have to get a master's or a PhD. So, and that will open me up to earning well over six figures. So, it's not so much as just because I want to do it. I wish I didn't need to go to school for that, but I did. And now I have my own and I'm doing other things. But I don't push on the youth that I work with. I don't push degrees. I push, hey, what do you see yourself doing? Now, do what you need to do to make that happen. Whether you want a business, whether you want to be in tech field, whether you want to be esthetician, whatever you want to do. What is it going to take for you to get there?
No, but what's being talked about here is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of sisters go to these colleges and, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, and I follow my daughter too on this. A lot of these sisters go to these colleges and stuff, and these colleges, you know what I'm saying, present them with these degrees, and it's like, yes, you're super intelligent now, and they look at it, you know what I'm saying, above the man that actually works for the city. I don't know if y'all seen that video where that young lady was sitting around here where police officers and firefighters and this and that, they're not high value men. I'm sorry, but I look at police officers and firefighters as high value men. I have an uncle that served as a firefighter for years. I look at him as a high value man. He was willing to run into a burning building and had done that plenty of times to save people's lives. And you know what I'm saying? We hear this from our women telling us that we're not high value men because they run into buildings and save lives. And it's like, that's not a high value man that I'm willing to risk my life to run into a burning building as a firefighter, or I'm willing to come and be a police officer and save your life, because at the end of the day, what happens is 9 times out of 10, most women, when they get into real serious situations, who they gonna call? It ain't Ghostbusters. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying here.
Wait, don't say that. I got this. All right, Smitty, let me know when you're ready to close this out too, because I'm getting tired and this is getting mundane for me. As most of these men and women come.
I'm chilling. Listen, I recognize that I was late. I'm just, hey man, this show is for the people.
No,
you know
what
I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I was going to say about the next like 20, 30 minutes or so, man. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead, you know, just make sure everybody get everything they want to say out nice and cool. I don't want nobody to ever feel like they rushed. I don't want you to ever feel like you rushed. Take your time, say what you got to say, get that shit off your chest.
Let me say this, right? The problem is this, right? You know, and it's on both sides, it's on both men and women, right? The problem is that, you know, people just sit around and they do the complain games. Men complain about women complain about men, and it's just dumb. Which is why I don't even be on panels with the whole man and woman type of garbage, because it's garbage. Honestly, it literally is garbage. Okay, and I don't care if you get mad at me or whatever. Don't DM me because I'll block you, and because I'm not. It's not up for argument. I feel how. You know what I mean? Pick better, choose better, vet better. If you can't, then it is what it is. Now, at the end of the day, the problem is this. You know what I mean? You have men who sit around and complain because, you know, women are not traditional or not listening to them or whatever, right? But these women are modern women. But you don't want traditional women, right? You want a modern woman to be traditional. It's not going to work, okay? If she's modern, that means she's going to act like a modern woman, right? If you want a traditional woman, that means that, because if you really want a traditional woman, that means that you got to wait until marriage to have sex, right? And I know most of y'all not waiting until marriage to have sex. Let's just keep it G. You're not waiting, okay? You're not. All right?
You're not.
Now, with that being said, right, since you don't want to wait to have sex with a woman, right, then that means you want a modern woman. If you want a modern woman, she's going to have modern values. She's going to act modern. You know what I mean? Because that's what modern women do.
True that.
You know what I mean? It's just straight up. That's just what they're going to do. Now, You know, there are places where you can find traditional women. You can find them in the church. There's websites you can find women who are minor, whether they go to the church or they a Muslim or whatever. You know what I mean? There's websites you can go to find these women, all types of stuff. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. If you're looking for somebody that's really traditional, that's really gonna be submissive and follows the Bible, follow the old ways of how they used to do things. Hold on.
Uh-oh, you said Bible. Trigger word, Bible.
I will stop this whole shit. I will not be interrupted. Do not interrupt me. Period. When I talk, everything stop. You know what I mean? Just like when Smitty talk, everything stop. Please don't interrupt me. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? If you want a traditional woman, you can find one. It's not hard. You have to look where the traditional women are. You know what I mean? Just like when women sit up here and complain and say, oh, the guy got to make this much money, or he ain't a man, or this, that, and the third. But yet they can't afford the things that they asking for. So they asking for a man that has 6 figures and have this lifestyle and all that. But they can't even take themselves to the restaurants that they want a man to take them to on their own. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of BS all across the board. You know what I mean? And good evening to you. You know what I mean? Embrace the grace. What's good, sis? You know what the time is. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he said Mexico and South America. Okay, Braxton, hey, if you need to go to Mexico and South America, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And salute to the passport bros. Do what you got to do. At the end of the day, people just got to stop complaining. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear the complaining. I don't want to hear that weak. That's weak to me. You know what I mean? All that complaining, all this, that, and the third. Oh, the women need to do this, and or the men need to do that. That's just weak to me. You know what I'm saying? I could be single today, and I would not have a problem at all. Period. Would not have a problem. You know what I mean? Because I already know where to look and who to look to and where to look for what I'm looking for. Straight up. You know what I mean? The only people that got problems are the people who are basically trying to change something into something that it's not. You know what I mean? If it quack like a duck, look like a duck, it's a duck. It ain't a giraffe. It ain't nothing else. Stop trying to change people to what they not. Straight up. If he's a man and he ain't really providing for you the way he want to provide for you, or he ain't doing the things you want him to do for you, then try to find somebody that does. But understand, if you do that, what kind of lifestyle that person's living. If you want a guy that's making a certain amount of money, he's gonna live a certain type of lifestyle. So that means that he probably gonna have more than one woman. And if you're okay with that as a woman, then do that. But if you're not okay with that, then find you a guy that probably works a regular job and does regular things, because you're a regular woman just like he's a regular man. You want to take you to Roof Chris, but you can't even afford Roof Chris yourself. You know what I mean? And that's really the issue. Everybody has all these standards, and they can't even live up to it themselves. So that's really the issue, and that's really the problem. That's all I gotta say.
Preach. Slow clap. I can
dig that though, bro.
BP, what up, baby?
Slow clap.
I can dig that though, bro.
Okay, all right. PA, my man. I appreciate you. Okay, now salute. What you got for us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What you got
going in order or out of order?
We also got. Hold on, who's this? Angels.
Great Pill Podcast.
Oh, Great Pill. Yep. I see you down there. Respect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get the Great Pill first because we pulled up, and we're gonna go ahead and get to UPA. Go ahead and rock out, Great. What you got for us?
No, I think 84 said everything. Well, first of all, what's the topic about overall?
The overall topic was about basically, you're the husband, you have a wife, and grandma needs to move in, and instead of putting her in a nursing home, you decide to let her come stay with y'all, and wifey is not having it. Great Pill does what?
It depends on the type of wife I got. If we got like a good relationship overall, like her family, my family, because to be perfect, not just for me, period, right now, I don't like a lot of people in my house. I just don't. So if my girl says she has like nieces and nephews she's close with, but they consistently like to come over the house and pop over, that doesn't work for me. So I have to respect her too if she had the same standards on my end. But if it gets to a time like, I can tolerate people for the most part to come in and chime in, and she can too, then it'd be a conversation. But if grandma's like sick and needy, we would just have a conversation. Do we have the funds or do grandma have the benefit, the medical benefits to say, hey, do we chose to, you know, come out of pocket and, you know, have a bigger house or another room to have grandma in, have some kind of nursing aid to care for her? Because that's what happened with my grandmother. She was sick and ill. My mom had her own life in one state. My uncle had another life in his own business in another state. I was in another state. Financially, I couldn't take care of her, but it was the responsibility was on my mom, between my mom and my uncle. So what they did was they spoke to her, my grandmother, about it. She pretty much said she was old and stubborn. She was like, heck no, she don't want to leave out her house. She don't want to go nowhere. So they provided a health aid for her. That lasted about a year. And then she wasn't living up to the rules that was going on to keep up with her health. So the next stage was, hey, we got to put you in a nursing home because we can't uproot you and take you to our place because, you know, they're very active. So they couldn't always like keep an eye on her like the health aid was doing at her house. And then the nursing home was the best fit. So they took her there and she was there ever since. Now, when the time she relocated there, I moved into the States closer to my grandmother and I was constantly visiting her all the time. So I would like just treat her room like it was her place, lay in her bed like I do at her place, or lay in her chair, just hang out with grandma because that's my grandma. So that was it. So she was always there to the day she passed away. I was the first that was there with her when she passed, and my uncle and my mom fell in through, and that was it. So it depends on the situation, the circumstance to certain people. A lot of people can't make it just black and white. Like, oh, grandma's not staying, grandma is staying. I'm the man. Listen to me. It really doesn't work like that. It's really a conversation of just a situation. Because mind you, at that time, I'm speaking for myself. This is my experience. My mom I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if my dad passed away that time or not. But it's just a lot of situations with the circumstance at hand. So that's why I leave it with that. But as far as just moving forward to what 84 is saying, I'm with 84 now. I really don't even like to speak on the spaces because it feels like a nasty stained stigma. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody call another guy something which you know he's not, which most women do in the real life. I don't want to use that in the virtual space, but it's like you kind of stuck with that, and it's like it creates a weird little echo chamber. So I don't really try to talk too much of the spaces. I try to like keep it more of real life situation versus virtual situations. And I agree with 84 in the fact of like, you know what you want, but you can't force somebody to be something that you're not. The same thing with women. And we have sisters or we have aunties or we have mamas, grandmas, a female, we have women in our family, you know, and if something comes off and they say something a little sideways about their experiences or who they dating, us guys, we kind of know instinctively if that guy's an F boy or he's messing around or he's doing some dumb fuckery, we'll pretty much call it out right then and there. And we're like, I don't know. Look at this, ask this, say that, move a little bit differently and see how he responds to that. The same way women would say the same thing about us if their counterpart will have these same conversations. So we know where to look when we want to look. It is funny like how we go about doing it. Like if we all like say me 84 M3 or even you Smitty, we all go hang out at a club. My intention might be like, yo, I'm just gonna hang out with the boys. Your intention is like, yo, you know what? I haven't had a baddie in 3 months. Let me go see if I can pull a number. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people can't be always like putting this whole one conspiracy theory in a weird little bubble, but it's the virtual age. So you got a lot of weirdness in that. So I try not to speak too much of it. And I'll leave it like that. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. PA, man, hey, good to see you, my G, always. Go ahead, rock out, PA. What you got for us?
You looking for?
Yeah, man. I had to pull up on the show. I just got off the road. I had to come in from my hometown. I had to drive into Houston. Y'all still rock. Y'all still on. So I pulled on up. Anyway, hell now, them relatives can't come over, man. They can't come over. I don't want your crazy senile grandma trying to put the cat in the oven and trying to bury the puppies outside, talking about they ain't moving. I don't want them. She can't come over. I don't want your pervy uncle or your pervy your pervy brother coming over, waiting on us to leave, so he could go stick his Johnson out the window and whack off, in front of all my neighbors. You know what I mean? I don't want that coming over here. I don't want your kleptomaniac sister always trying to borrow 35 cents. You know what I mean? Nah, man, you can't come over. I don't want your other sister coming over who just got divorced, so y'all can sit on the couch and eat and talk about men all day. And then as soon as I walk in, y'all give me that look. Oh, nah, I ain't doing it, bro. Y'all go sleep under the bridge with the pigeons. And yeah. Anyway, Smitty, I got your shirt, man. I gotta get it to you. See, I don't know. He ain't even gonna carry it. I got the shirt, man. I went to you asked me for it. I went and got it for you, bro. Actually, I got.
I'm right here, fool. What you got?
I got you.
You see, I got the hat on. You got me the hat from Honduras.
Yeah. I got you the flag shirt with soccer.
My man. Hey, that goes with the hat. Yeah. I'm gonna rock that shit.
I don't know if you can see that. But yeah,
my man. Nah, man, send that shit over. I'm dead ass. Hey, yeah, hit my DM. You already know what time it is.
I just been busy, man. I just got back from Mississippi today. So
my man, PA all day.
Doing now.
Damn, grandma can't come stay. She can't come watch the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, man. Now she don't even know what she watching. She got the oven on 550 with the cat in it. She just stuck a pillow in there thinking there's some biscuits or something. You know what I'm saying? That's she trying to make me feel. You know what I mean? Nah, man. PA. She can't come.
PA.
Yeah, what's up?
What you doing down sneaking around my regions?
I was born in Mississippi, but it's a family my family got hundreds of acres of property out there in Hinds County.
Me and you both on the same page, bro. Shout out to you. Me and you both on the same page. You know, motherfuckers don't know about that acres of land.
Yeah, it's in Hinds County out there by Utica, man. Between Utica and Terry, Mississippi, man. It's been in my family hundreds of years since we came off the slave plantation.
Hey, I still own slave land, you know what I'm saying, that my ancestors bought, you know what I'm saying, from my slave owners, you know what I'm saying.
Does that make you a modern day oppressor?
And fucking goddamn it, outside a motherfucking goddamn it, Grenada and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
If anybody want to go on all that land and do any field work or yard work, I will pay them, but it's gonna be oppressive work. I was out there. You remember I did that video about that Falcon, Smitty?
Yeah, but are they employees or are they slaves, PA?
It don't matter how much I pay them. They're gonna feel like they're slaves because I was out there last time.
But I remember. Go ahead. What you saying though?
That's where I was. I was flying a drone over all of that.
Oh land yeah. Nah. I do remember that shit. Nah, you right. Yeah, you right. I do remember that shit. Nah, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, can I ask PA a question?
Go ahead, rock out. Take your time.
So, PA, you're talking about the other woman's grandma that you wouldn't allow in the house because she throw cats in the oven?
Yeah, the in-laws.
So hypothetically speaking, how long you was? So hold on, Smitty. So we're saying we're dating or married to that woman?
I'm more so looking at either long-term relationship and or marriage. Yes. Okay, like not just like some. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we'll say 3 years. All right. So hypothetically, PA, you're dating or courting or exclusive with this woman, and she want grandma to move her house, and you're saying no to that woman?
Hell no, she can't come.
So why would you even keep? So why would you even keep?
She can't come. Why would you don't like? And then the thing about it, as soon as her grandma do something, I'm gonna take it out on her. You know what I mean?
So why would you even be staying with the girl the whole time?
She really cooking up a ticking time bomb in the oven. She really cooking.
All right. So why would you stay with the girl if you know down? Because again, that's why I put. Thank you, Smitty, for clearing it up. That's why I put a time limit on it. So you either married or 3 years with this woman. So if you know that woman within 3 year period want more than you than just sitting there like, hey, it's just us two as a person, and grandma's still around, and 9 out of 10 times grandma can get sick, so she's gonna need her man to help her out. And you still say no? Why you still?
What
Hell
if she
no, what they got to
says
do with me?
grandma was allowed at the wedding? Why isn't she allowed here now? That could be thrown in your face.
Correct.
Grandma was allowed at the wedding, but I had a bunch of my partners at the wedding too. Can they come?
Well, the partners ain't grandma. Partners isn't flesh and blood.
Grandma ain't friend. That hoe ain't no
That is
kin to me.
grandma is flesh and blood. What you
Ain't
mean?
no kin to me.
No, PA, sorry. But you know what I'm saying? When we talk about family like time out, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the motherfucking day, you know what I'm saying, that 10 toe down like time out, you know what I'm saying? Shit, family.
3
You know
years,
what I'm
Alan. He been with this woman 3
That's
years.
not my mom and daddy mama.
Stop it.
That's her.
When you
That's her grandma.
you secrete your blood off of your wife. When you secrete your blood off of your wife with your semen, you know what I'm saying? You start a family. Ain't no what to it. When you secrete your blood off of your blood is your semen.
He didn't have babies with her.
I start a
When
family.
you
Yep.
secrete your blood off of your wife, you know what I'm saying? You start a family.
So she wait till my
That ain't
child.
family.
She need to wait till our child get their own place and then let grandma go stay with great grandson or great granddaughter.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Pierre, you heartless, bro.
That's my children's blood, not mine.
You are heartless. I think you need to stay single and just have side chicks. No exclusive women should be in your future. Just be honest.
That's kind of what type of time PA is on.
Oh, okay, long as he honest.
He makes his runs. He damn sure make his runs.
This the point. This the point.
Don't sleep on my man.
This the point. That's the point of how men are also different, but understand things at the same time, though, too. This is what women don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I get at me. These women out here, they'll sit around and be like, okay, he'll have sex with me. So yeah, he obviously liked me. No. Just because a man will bend your back over, bust you up, put your head upside the backboard of that fucking goddamn bed, that don't mean he want to fucking keep you. And a lot of women nowadays don't understand it. And that's a prime example. Thank you, PA. Thank you, Pills. Real talk. That's 10 toes. Motherfucking die.
Look, I need women to understand, and I'm not the only man that has done this, ladies.
Oh Lord.
And hey, Grace, by the way,
No,
I saw you coming.
You telling the truth.
Look, I've had sex with women where only thing was touching them was my Johnson.
Right.
My hands weren't touching them. My none was touching them, but my Johnson.
And a damn
That's
soul
it.
count touching
What is that supposed to mean?
And I ain't the only one. And
What is
I've
that
had
supposed to
sex
mean?
with women where I was moving so fast it looked like I was disappearing. You wouldn't even seen me. I would look like
PA with your hands tied behind your back, nigga. What's going on? What the fuck?
Is this to see how big? This to see how alpha I am with sex conversation? Like we're
I'm just saying.
okay.
So ladies,
This is
don't think y'all
wild.
trying to cuddle.
This is absurd.
We ain't trying to kiss you and cuddle, and we ain't looking in your eyes. And
She feels nothing but Johnson. Seriously? You don't grab a titty. You don't suck a nipple, nigga. Nothing. You just
Man, I was hoping I ain't even hit the side of that thing. I was going straight to the whoop. Oh yeah, I'm right where I need to be.
Public service announcement, ladies. Perfect public service announcement.
well. Just note that PA won't be smacking that ass. Hey, I ain't even mad at you though. Apparently that's how, you know, this is the diversity in which men can be. So only thing I will say to that, ladies, is shit, I ain't got much ammo. Listen, only thing I got to say to that is men do think very, very differently. We're not all the same, and we're not as, you know, because like I like to say, I'm very complex to my simplicities, right? So I do believe a lot of men can be that way. So what the brother PA is saying is not so far-fetched, okay? All right. Mm-hmm. It's just the simple fact of maybe a lot of women probably wouldn't understand because he's speaking, you know, from a man's tone and authority. It might be something where most men can relate to. That sometimes happens. All right. I want to get to the ladies off the no bull. Any of the ladies, do y'all got anything to say from so far what's been talked about? Make sure we get y'all in here. I don't want y'all just,
Yeah, we do want to hear.
Yeah. Rock out.
Please, ladies.
Okay. I was gonna say, to Alan, like I understand that you want, women, to be traditional like the old days, but then you have to sort of realize that in America, we value individualism and money, and because in this day and age, you need money for everything. Unfortunately, a modern woman can become, traditional, in the sense that she'll cook and clean for your family, but then of course you have to provide a sense of security, and I'm not talking about a lot of money. I'm a very modern woman. I call myself like a progressive, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I cook and I clean, and so I I feel like that like you just have to find a person that has the same value as you, someone who values family. And if you are able to find someone that values family, then I feel like everything will like fall in line, if you get what I mean. And that's it.
I agree.
Can I really speak right here?
Mhm.
Now, X, I'm gonna tell you something that is not really talked about a lot. It's not that a man wants a woman to just necessarily cook and clean, things like that. Listen, look, when we go over a woman's house, if she doesn't have her house in order, and I've been there plenty of times, I've been over plenty of chicks' houses, it's shit all over the place.
Man's house too.
Hold on. I'm dead fucking serious here.
Me too.
This is serious. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, because you have a womb, if you don't keep your house clean, we can't trust you to keep your womb clean.
Men has balls, clean house.
Talking about real talk. That's 10 toes motherfucking down. That's how we feel as men. And I'm gonna tell you something. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about cooking and cleaning. Yes, men, we love when our women cook for us because it's a agape situation that we love about when a woman fix a meal and bring it to us, that we know innately that she has love for us. If a woman does not cook for a man, a man automatically knows that she has no love for him.
Automatically.
If a woman does not cook for you, she has no love for you. Because if she gonna cook for herself, if she can cook, and see, that's part of the problem in today's society. Most women can't even cook for themselves.
Men too.
I ain't talking about boiling some fucking ramen noodles. I'm talking about her having recipes, things like that. We already know who talked about this, but I ain't finna go there. But the thing of it is, how I was raised, like seriously, that made me want to go harder for the women in my life because they made the effort to learn certain things and maneuver a certain way in order to feed me properly, to keep me nourished, to where I can go out and fight the battles. We're still at war.
The battles?
We're always at war as men, to go out in society and fight the battles that need to be fought in
Women
order
too.
to win the war, to bring home the spoils of war to our women. Real talk.
May I respond to that, please?
You got the floor. You got the floor, Great Pill. Rock out.
All right. Gracias. I find it very funny when when it was mentioned about cooking, and his first statement was, "It's not all about the cooking," and then he went on a 20 minutes tangent about cooking. that's number one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put on a. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the part
Alan,
where
let him respond. Let him respond.
I'm gonna go ahead and put
Give
on
him
the
the floor.
part.
Give him the floor when you can respond back. Go ahead, Great Pill.
I'm gonna go ahead and echo the part where 84 said modern women, right? Where are you? That's what you just harped on, is a traditional woman. Modern women, all of them, not all of them, hashtag not all of them do not know how to cook. Okay. Just like a lot of these like a lot of these nasty men don't know how to cook neither. Let's keep that 100. The same way you talking about, you go to a woman's house talking about oodles and noodles or floors set, us men see some dirty ass women too. All right. We seen some women wear some outfits top and their shoes look dirty. We seen women with the nasty eyelashes and all that other stuff. Men be wearing the ratchet stuff too. So it goes both ways. Both ways.
I'm not neglecting what you're saying, though, bro.
I know, but you was very tangent about the food part. I am, but let me throw this one out here as an option to people, right? I get it. If the chick, just like the man, care enough about each other, you are, because this is what I'm hearing from you. You are 100% right. The counterpart would make an effort. They would make an effort. So I hear you on that one. You didn't have to say it. I hear it. But at the same time, there are some men that say, I won't do this. Like PA made it very clear what his intentions is with any woman he encounters. I'm going to do what I want to do sexually, how I like it, what I want it, and I'm going to move on, right? You have those type of men just like you have those type of women. I have met women that said, look, I don't know how to cook. I don't know the first thing about cooking. Me personally, I love to cook. I love to cook. So if I come across a woman, just so happens she does. Now, mind you, when we first meeting, dating each other, because that's where it goes. People go this long end game of their conversation as if they already a year, 3 years are married into this woman. It sounds like an afterthought of a complaint about the woman. When you first meet a woman on a date, you're not cooking. She's not cooking. Let's keep that off. Let's keep that 100. Right. If I meet her at the gym, if I meet her at church, if I meet her in public, this magical, mystical, traditional woman isn't popping up with a stove and an oven and some pots and pans in her hands and saying, hey, let me juggle all this. I got you. They're not doing that.
Right.
They're not doing that. You're taking her out on the dates. You're going to meet somewhere public. Y'all can get to know each other. That happens over time. But if that's what you really want, and I'm speaking to guys in general, quote unquote, the men, if that's what your ideal woman is one of the criteria is for her to cook in a traditional world we live in. Let me say this again, a traditional world we live in, 2024, not 1950, not 1900s, not 1862, right now, where everything is modern, telephones, lights, tablets, smartphones, hell, they even got a smart app. So we can't make all the complaints all the time. If you come across a woman and she suits your fancy and you get past the sex and you're like, okay, she's not like the other women I dated. Let's move forward. Okay, she's not like the other woman that I had like 6 months and we're going forward 7, 8 months longer. Obviously, within a 3-month span, you know if the chick can cook now. Hell, you probably know on the first date because it's a conversation. So if you know on that first date, this chick can't cook and that's on your list, move the hell on. So again, come back. Let me echo again. It come back to complaining part. Put in your head, take the L and move the hell on. Period.
Brother, listen here, brother. All I'm saying is it's not just necessarily about the cooking. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Not, yeah, I brought that up.
I know. I had to attack that argument.
It's not just necessarily about that. It's about the dynamic of the situation. Now, you know, at the end of the day, we know technically statistically,
Oh
the
my.
best chefs in the world are men.
Sound
And
like a YouTube
I'm
talking point.
no, low key. I'm a chef. I've been a chef over 20 years now. I am a chef. If you look on my other page, not this one, real talk, I have 2 pages on YouTube. I have this page and a chef page. Real talk. I'm a chef. So, you know what I'm saying? Listen, look, I don't necessarily need a woman to cook for me, but it's the dynamics, you know what I'm saying, that happens. When a woman cooks for you, she puts her soul off in the food.
Not
Just
a soul.
like as a man, stop. Just like as a man puts his soul off in the food and cooking, but she puts her soul off in the cooking for you. It's just like, okay, I don't know if y'all have heard this type of scenario. You never want to eat a woman's spaghetti.
Why?
Why are you making faces?
I'm trying to. I don't know. I've never heard this before. This is new to me. Okay. All right. Come on. Let's take the ride. Where we going? Where we going?
How many of y'all? How many of you? Oh.
I know exactly. I know exactly where you're going with this one. Just go ahead. I would just go ahead and let you fly and play, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna fly that plane. I'm gonna fly that plane because this is what the women in my family told me. Don't eat a woman's spaghetti. This is what the women, I was talking about all the way to my great grandma. Don't eat a woman's
Why?
Yeah,
I'm still waiting.
Me and Alec
Bro, you got me on the edge of my seat. Why?
Oh, no, y'all don't want to go there now. This 21st century. Oh, we in 2024. Oh, no.
The host is asking why. We need to know.
Oh, she put the the period juice off in the spaghetti. It's all red.
Hold on, wait a minute. I wait a minute.
Is the spaghetti sauce red? I'm lost.
Where do we just go? What just happened? Hold on. Huh?
Ain't know where we just go.
Always with wings is in my spaghetti?
Where we just go. It just is what it is.
What?
This some down south shit now.
I'm in the south, sir.
I'm glad I'm not.
You ain't never heard it.
I knew you was going to go there.
All right. Is it my turn?
We gonna order pizza.
I want him to
Okay,
finish. I don't want to cut him off. I want him to finish.
Stop. Have any other women in the chat? Have any other women in the chat ever been told certain things? I want to hear from the women real quick.
Ladies, I don't know.
I've
Have
heard
y'all
of
been
it, but
told
then-
certain, I don't know, superstitions about men? I don't know.
And I don't project on everybody, Smitty.
I've heard of that spaghetti stuff, but I
Speak your mind,
I've
my
never
nigga.
done anything like that.
As long as nobody threaten nobody, I don't give a shit. Y'all speak y'all mind.
All right.
That's gross.
So
that silent shit over here.
All right. So okay. So all right. So Alan said a lot, right? So Alan said, he cooks too. I cook too. He's also stated that he has a second channel. I guess he cooks, and also I pretty much had to challenge that argument. I guess shoot the link in the private chat, but that is being petty, asking for that. So I really don't care, but he can if you want to, since he brought it up. I felt like he was projecting a little bit when he said grandma told him that if your spaghetti sauce is red, there's something added into it. I naturally thought spaghetti sauce was already red, unless you're trying to keep stewing the seasoning for an hour for it to be dark red. So I'm a little lost on that one. Yes, sir.
I didn't say it that way. You taking it out the box.
Okay, I could scroll back and quote you correctly. So are you saying that the selective woman would put something in selective foods to do some quote unquote voodoo hoodoo to men? Is that what you're saying?
Think about it every day. You're supposed to think about it every day.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, right? So this one, all right. Going back to my projecting part. If those type of men is harping on little tangent things like that, and every woman, I can't taste their food, I can't eat their food, I can't allow a woman. Because first you was saying about the cooking, like you want a woman to cook, but now it's like if she do cook, you got to be wary of her cooking because she might put something in the food to poison or put a spell on you.
That's what them bros that came up missing in Colombia found out.
I'm in America, sir. You said you're in the South.
I mean, I'm just saying here.
I'm just
saying here.
Let Alan get his point off. Both, y'all get y'all points off. We're gonna wrap it up in about 15 minutes. Go ahead, rock out.
Because you know what I'm saying, but brother Peel, he's on point too. He's on point too, and hey, I could dig that. You know what I'm saying, but see though, we are warriors men, and in this society nowadays, like it's serious upon us. And I threw things out there, you know what I'm saying, but that would for my family and traditions, things like that. But I dig what you're saying though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you're coming from. On both sides, you know what I'm saying? You got a side, I have a side. And, it just kind of is what it is.
I do believe that there are, listen, I definitely am a man of the old law. I am, right? But the only way for this man of the old law to survive is to be able to, in some forms and ways, adapt. Now, let me give this example.
Okay.
I'm a man of the old law. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of them people. I was bucking at online applications because I'm just wary of computers and shit. Now, let me fill my shit out on paper. I should be able to just come, look over the counter, be like, that's the manager. Hey, holler at me. And we have an interview right then and there. Now, you know what? The process is different. As much as I may want to stay back in that form, I'm not going to make it. I'm just not. Now, do you have to sacrifice your integrity, your morals, and your values in order to adapt and adjust in today's society as a man of the old law? Shit. Nigga, please. Stop playing with me.
Hey, Smitty,
no, you don't.
Can you give it a second example of the old law? So you're saying the first example is having an interview face to face versus
I'm giving an example of how I'm old school.
Yeah.
But in order for me to make it in today, I have to recognize what changes have been made, and I have to be able to adapt and adjust to them. If not, I will sink.
So
there will be no swimming.
That's smart. So wouldn't the men that do all the complaining about the women, shouldn't they also learn to adapt too? Because a lot of the men,
I mean, of course, I can only speak for myself. Remember, I want you to get something straight.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. You already know my MO.
In
general. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in general, so the men that complain, and I don't want to harp on the cooking thing. That's me poking the bear a little bit, Alan. But just the majority of the basic things, because again, cooking is a basic skill. Cooking is a basic skill. So if we're harping on cooking, getting a job to pay a bill, changing a flat tire, like these are basic skills. I think.
But I think what Brother Allen is more so on, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. The old school. I think that's all the brother's saying. I mean, I don't think we need to nitpick at too much. All he's saying is, look, damn it. The way, look, him personally, the way I was brought up, what I know, how you get to my heart, if you want to give me a good home cooked meal. I want to taste me something that doesn't taste like it came from a drive-through. I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
It's nothing.
So I get both of y'all points, Brody. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, rock out, Great Pill. What you got?
So is it okay? So with that being said, right? So it's also to be fair again. So you brought it back to food, so I got to attack that again. So if all he's saying like, hey, good meal is to good food is to can you quote that again? Good food is to a man's heart.
Damn, dog, you don't even know the same.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get clear.
The way to a guy's heart is through his stomach.
Is through his stomach.
Okay, so would that make him weak? So every time any woman, even a 3 or 4 whole OnlyFans girl that can cook good and bring some food, so he's automatically hooked on her because she cooked good?
I'm not even gonna lie, my nigga. You jive like you see. Listen, you looking too deep into a puddle, and when you do, the only
I'm just
thing
saying, the man just said she cooked good. I'm done.
Never look too deep into a puddle because the only thing you see is your own reflection.
You said Alice said, hey, if it's a good meal, I'm
You
in.
making it too deep, bro. I mean, I swear that's all I'm saying, Great Pill. You just making that right there. You're going too damn deep. And look, that's one of them things when we say men are very simple. You're trying to make something very, very simple with a man. Like, can I have a sandwich? Into something that's amazing, like a Rubik's Cube, bruh. It's just very simple. Okay. Don't look some things, it is exactly what it is. And see, that's where discernment comes in. And if you don't have discernment, then you will be over analyzing everything. You know, it's a saying that goes study long, study wrong. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
All right, so a simple sandwich. So if a woman brings you just a piece of bread, a slap of meat, and just bring it to no mayo, no lettuce, no tomatoes, we're good. It's a sandwich.
If that's your woman, she would know exactly what to bring you, how you like it, and what you want on it. She would know exactly how you want your sandwich. If your woman is in tune and you all are in sync, bro, that is not even something that would have to be discussed. I would not have to tell her, hold on, you know I don't like mustard, or you know whatever. Like I would not have to say that. Because it just like she would not have to say the same thing to me. We are in sync. I know exactly how she likes her, whatever it may be. Scrambled eggs in the morning, or if not, whatever it is. I know exactly how she likes her shit, and I'm going to accommodate and oblige.
I agree with that. But again, it still comes back to what I was addressing with Alan before. It comes to period of time of conversation and getting to know the person at the beginning of the day, because a lot of people make this huge nugget of a absolute when it comes over gradual time. And I give an example, right? We'll leave the food thing out of it. When if you're speaking to a woman, y'all get to know each other, that should be the foundation right there, right? Now let's just say, for example, cooking is on the checklist. Okay, she crossed that T and dotted I. Now what's next? Because it can't always be she cooked good food. Somebody in chat, Empress said men require sex, sandwich, silence, and peace. Miss Empress, stay off them YouTube talking points. All men isn't the same. All men doesn't only require sex, sandwiches, silence, and peace. Some men love a good conversation with women. Some men don't even want sandwiches. Some men might be vegan. But again, that might be harping a little bit, so I apologize.
Right. It's just no. Listen,
I'm saying let's get past the food thing.
Hold on, no. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Everything you saying, Great Pill, it is absolutely all logical possibilities. Yes, they are. Probable. Yes, these are probable possibilities. But the thing about it is that you're putting it's like the multiverse in Marvel. You're putting too many different scenarios. Now we got a black, a Spanish Spider-Man. It's all kinds of weird shit going on. Can we just stay right here? What we like just that's all I'm saying, bro. Everything does not have to be such a truly deep, intricate. Some things, yes, you should definitely do everything you said as far as dot your I's, cross your T's, put your lines in your capital Q's and all that other good shit. But what I'm saying is some things it is face value. Exactly what you're looking at is exactly what it is. That's why we have a saying goes, once a person shows you who they are, believe them.
Hey, that's true. But at the same time, people love to lie and manipulate. That's why I kept harping on the fact about the sandwiches and food, right? So again,
where's the lie there? Facts. I agree.
Yeah, so with that being said, so that's why I said let's get past the food part. So if that woman does know how to cook to that man's heart desire, know all his meals, they learn that man on that level, right? The box is checked. Now what? Because it can't always just be food. It can't always be sex. It can't always be silence.
That wasn't the point of just the food.
Hey, to be fair, you did hard. You
Okay,
made
can I just-
a dialogue 20 minutes.
To be
20
fair,
minutes.
Hold on. One of the ladies got something to say. Go ahead, rock out Cyrax. One of the ladies got something to say.
yeah, I made it about food. To be fair, like
Alan. One of the ladies got something to say. Rock out Cyrax. You got the floor.
Okay, I'm just gonna say what I said earlier in chat, that as a man, you just have to know what you want in a woman. Plain and simple. What exactly do you want from a woman? Be intentional when you go on dates and ask the right questions. Be upfront and honest in what you want and expect. And and if they don't have those qualities, then like next, because like I feel like if you because I'm sure that like if some women like you enough, they will go to great lengths to obtain those qualities for you. But then you have to come with something too, because in a relationship everything is it's a give and take. It's not just you can't just expect her to come with everything that you want, but then you don't come with everything that she wants. And I understand that that you guys think the women are delusional, they expect too much, but no, I think the average woman just expects like what Great Pill said, that the basics, like just helping out, love, loyalty, just simple stuff like that. And of course, if you want her to be a traditional wife, then yeah, make sure you earn enough to pay for everything so she could be a stay-home wife. And yeah, and that's it. Thank you.
All right, respect. All right, go ahead. Gray Pill, whatever. Yeah. Y'all can rock out. 5 more minutes.
Oh, we're good, man. I'm gonna step down, so we got 5 minutes. And closing, overall with the conversation, appreciate the back and forth with PA and Alan. I would just say this: just learn the person that you're with in the beginning stages of a conversation, because I always preach this a lot. I say date or court with intent. If you are in your late teens, because let's be honest, people's dating and screwing at age 13 to 14 and on up. So understand your intent when you're getting with the person. Women understand your intent, men understand your intent. I think PA, even though he's probably throwing back the wine, I feel like he's the most transparent person on here with his intent as far as with the women. So I appreciate from that. But that's an example. Just be transparent and honest with your intent when you're meeting somebody. If you just want to have a casual whatever, just be upfront and honest about it. If that person's the person you want, and you're not going to go no longer with exclusivity with that woman, it's going to be doomed to fail, and then it's going to be lies and manipulation down the road. If your intent is for marriage, be the best version, or work on to be the best version of a husband and a wife you need to be, and hit them streets, hit them options that 84 brought up earlier, where to look for. I've been on a platform where a woman said, hey, she's 24 and she felt like she's tired and she can't find them, and I'm like, look, you're 24, you young, you still got time. You're not going nowhere. The world's not ending no time soon, knock on wood. Just prep now and give your time to like maybe 30. I trust and believe somebody will find something within the next 3 years if that's your intent. If your intent is like, hey, I want a husband, wife, and family, you're going to find it. But also understand this, and I might be kind of cruel to say this, everything, just having also a mindset, everything doesn't last forever, meaning somebody might get sick. Somebody might get injured. So you might have the husband that is the breadwinner and he might get hurt. So now you got to have a plan, And this might be me poking the bear at PA's hypothetical. So if he got the woman and grandma's sick and hurt, and he's like, heck no, but guess what might happen? PA might get sick and hurt, and guess what's gonna happen? The girl that he's with for 3 years might get vengeful and spiteful. It might be another episode or season part 2 of Mad Dangerous Screaming Woman. And he might be the main star, and he might actually get drowned. So
I can take care of the whole family, grandma and all. Hold up, I lose my job. Hold up, I take care of the whole generation. I lose my job.
You get sick and hurt, she gone.
If I lose my job, and if I sprain my ankle jogging, she is gone.
Hey, PA, all I'm saying is, PA, keep an open mind, because Mad Black Woman part 2 might come up, and you might need her, because again, 3 years now, she may have you locked in on all types of angles, so she might be the only woman you need. All right, but I'll leave it like that, sir. Thank you for allowing me to come up to have a conversation.
Nah, man, no problem. Anytime, man. Yes. I promise everybody down. Let me say this, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to and look, everybody, please keep it about a minute or so. We're gonna get up out of here and wrap it up. Alan, PA, Tika, and around the board. Go ahead, give your final thoughts and whatever it is you want to say, and we're gonna go ahead and digress this mic and mute it for the evening. Or more night. It's more night. Yeah, there we go. It's morning, but still night. I digress. My mic is muted. Alan, you got the floor. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Damn. Hey, it's shit. We dealing with a whole situation out here that, I'm not saying it's no good women anymore or no good men anymore, but it seems like that the decent people can't get in contact with each other anymore. So everybody,
that's because all the decent people aren't out where all the locals are generally. We are in like hidden corners and spaces. It's a little more difficult to get in contact with folks like us because of where we reside. Rock out.
Right. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not gonna work. So, nowadays that the majority of men are digressing, and we're happy with keeping our money, spending our money on ourselves, being quote unquote selfish nowadays, just like the majority of women are. Yeah, we love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Like, I'm just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. The good men are getting money, and we love ourselves. I love myself. You know what I'm saying? Self, I love you. Real talk. Self, I love you. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm stacking paper. I'm getting money. You know what I'm saying? I own everything around me. You know what I'm saying? And any chick that try to come in my circle, if you ain't gonna comply to what I have to die for, then shit, it's no way around.
You'll thank me in the morning.
All right, respect to that. Hey, respect to that man's mindset. PA, it's on you, Lady Tika. And we're gonna go around the board. Soap, I don't know if you want to go last or not, but yeah, go ahead, PA.
That mute button hard to get on my system. Okay. I mean, thoughts is like I said. I mean, some things I might have been kidding. Most things I said I wasn't. Right. So your in-laws can't stay here, man. Look, you don't have to communicate that. It's hard enough to keep her funk ass there without kicking her out. You know what I'm saying? And now she want to bring somebody she related to. Come on, man. She asked. That's a lot to ask, ladies and gentlemen too. She been sitting there trying to do something else to your spaghettis. And why would you want a woman to cook for you? Hold up, time out. And number way, a way to the man's heart is not through his stomach, it's through his nuts. Now, why would you want a woman to cook for you? Now, yeah, I know this is kind of funny, but this is serious. You know, men, we have a hard life out here, man. And some of these punk ass, I'm trying to do YouTube friendly words.
These punk ass niggas, I said it for you. Rock out. See how free I am.
That you ladies like to date, ain't got no heart, but they trying to be like real cats, real niggas out here. They just went out there and just lost a game, a sporting game, because they trying to play sports. They just got beat, so they pissed, they mad. Then they went and say, you know what? I'm gonna just let some steam off. I'm gonna go shoot some dice. They just lost all their money shooting dice. Now they done showed up at the doorstep. Now they look at you dead in your face after they done took them 2 L's. And they gonna beat somebody up that day. So they gonna super sock you and then sit up there and say, Celie, get my shave, woman. And then after that, after they done all that, then they gonna say, now get up and cook. Do you know what's gonna be in your food? Men, fellas, do y'all know, y'all really want a woman to cook for you? I don't.
And
I'm gonna be like, baby, I already ate. Now, you know what I'm saying?
PA, if Bobby's World was a person, I swear on life. Tika, rock out. I don't know. All right, Queen, what you got? Queen, going once, going twice.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Final thoughts. What you got? We wrapping it up, baby. And then Cyrax is it's on you, and we out of here.
I'm confused, but I'm just gonna say I don't know what the hell happened to this conversation, but everybody just pay attention to the words that come out of people's mouths, not just their words, their actions, and proceed with caution, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Please proceed with caution. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Well said.
Amen. I agree with that.
Okay, Cyrax, it's on you, lovely lady. What you got for us for the evening, and we're gonna get up out of here.
Okay, I just want to thank both you, Smitty and Soap, for allowing me to come up on here. I really appreciate it. It was great talking to everybody on this panel, and sorry if I didn't offer or provide any utility this time. So, but I am looking forward to coming back up here again. So, thank you.
I love that. So I don't have anything else for that. I love you guys. And with that being said, let's go ahead and have a good more night. I digress. My mic is muted. Love, respect.